Here we go again on It's Math Time Questions and Answers, a channel that gave you insights about the problem giving you headache at school. Today's question, we are going to look at the application of the circumference of a circle. And today's question says that during a sport event, you run round a circular field with a diameter of 70 meters. Using the diameter, what total distance will you cover if you run round it 3 times? So if you run around the field 3 times, what total distance are we going to cover? So this is simply application of the circumference of a circle, where we define the circumference of a circle as the distance covered all around the circle. So if you run around the circle 1 time, you will cover the circumference of the circle 1 time. So if you run around the circle 3 times, you will cover the circumference of the circle 3 times. So what data has been given to us is simply the diameter, and the diameter we said is 70 meters, and we know the circumference of the circle is defined as 2 pi radius, where we say c is the circumference, 2 is a constant, pi is as well a constant, and r is what we call the radius, where we know the radius of the circle to be the diameter divided by 2. So we can get the diameter from there by dividing 70 by 2. So the diameter of that circle will be 35 meters. Now to get the circumference, we'll simply substitute the value for pi and the radius. But we know pi is a constant, which is always 22/7. So we are going to multiply the circumference of that circle will be 2 times 22/7 times the radius, which is 35. Again, from there we can substitute these values, 2 times 22 times 35, all of that divided by 7, which is going to give us 220 meters. But that is the distance you are going to cover if you run round the circle once. We are saying that if you run round the circle 3 times, what's the distance? So we are going to multiply this distance for 1 time running by 3 to give us 3 times, which will cover for running round the field 3 times. So the total distance will be 3 times 220 meters, and that will give us a total distance of 3 times round the field of 660 meters. So guys, that's how we handle distance and circumferences of a circle. I want to give you an insight of the formula for a circumference here again, which says that circumference is 2 pi radius. We can see that since radius is diameter divided by 2, if we multiply both sides by 2, we can have diameter to be 2 radius. So from this formula, 2 pi radius, then 2 radius is diameter. So the circumference of the circle can be pi diameter. So in that case, we are simply going to have 70 times 22/7, which will still give us 220 meters. So guys, try it. Pause the video and try it, and you will see that we'll end up with the same result. Okay guys, that's how I wanted us to see this. Stay with me for next upcoming videos and remain blessed. Bye bye.